On this video, I'm going to be talking about why reading books will not help you. Whether you are a Jedi, whether you're a teacher or a doctor, or even a librarian, reading those books are not going to help you. Welcome to the Alex Sandy Lee experience. I've read some of these. I've read some of these. I've even read this. Yeah, reading books are just not going to help you, there are some books that might say to you, well, if in order for you to lose some weight, in order for you to lose that belly fat, you need to do some push-ups. And what happens? You don't do the push-ups. In order for you to get generational wealth or win some money or earn some money, you got to go out and work. Work 5 days a week from 9 to 5 for the rest of your life. And what happens? You don't go out and do it. What about being a teacher? There's books that shows you how to teach. Go out there, go and do this. Go and do the teacher training for 2 or 3 years of your life. And after that, you become a qualified teacher. Go and do some placements. So at the end, you've read those books. And what happened? You don't go out and do it. So reading books is not going to help you at all. Ask a librarian. Now, ask a librarian if they are a rich person, if they are a wealthy person. They work in a library, don't they? Don't they? They do. They're not rich, are they? But what I am going to say is reading books, but applying the knowledge will help you. That's the discourse there. Reading the books and then applying the knowledge that you've learned from those books is going to help you. It will help you. How do I know? Because I've tried it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through just some books that I have read through over the years. There's a ton of books that I can't show you because we've only got a few minutes on this particular show over here. But reading books, they won't help you unless you apply the knowledge that you've learned from reading these books. So first up, a book that I've read, or I'm reading actually, this is the book I'm reading now, is The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. So basically it is a little bit religious, and if you were to read it, you see, and you read some kind of terminology that's quite old. I was thinking, they're using that word, but it's of the time. So The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. Now, this is one of my favorite books actually. This is my favorite book. Now this book, Costa Rican Spanish phrase book. This was a lifesaver. Talking about reading and actually applying the knowledge. This testament. So when I was thinking about, traveling to Costa Rica, I had to learn the language. It wasn't English, it's Spanish. But going through this book, phrase book, helped me. The Costa Rican Spanish phrase book. Going back to my childhood, actually, my favorite books of that time, many, many years ago, Rohn, James and the Giant Peach. Now, I've read it so much. I've listened to it how many times when I was a youngster, and I've read it to youngsters because I work in schools how many times. Again, reading books and applying the knowledge. I'm not sure. What kind of knowledge can you learn from James and the Giant Peach? I'm not sure. Again, a religious tone to this one. Dalai Lama, The Art of Happiness. A deep book. And actually, I've not finished it. I think I've probably got 2 more chapters to go on this book. But this book is a really, really good book. So if you're prepared, prepare yourself for spirituality, for the highest level of being. Read this book, The Art of Happiness. Another book, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. Now, this is about a young boy who is autistic. And I've worked with a lot of autistic children. And one thing, the commonality between children that I've worked with have autistic, is they need to have a routine. And in this book, this boy gets lost. He's lost his routine and he's lost. But this is a really, really good read. Very, very interesting. A little bit of sports for you. Those of you who know me, you don't know me. Yeah, I love Arsenal until a particular person became the manager of Arsenal, but we won't go there. Black Arsenal. I've not read this, but this is from my nephew, Richard. So, Richard, if you're watching, shout out to you. But yeah, I haven't read this book yet. Another book I've not read yet, my wife has read this and my sister has read this. The Long Walk to Freedom, Nelson Mandela. I can't say too much about it, but I've loved Nelson Mandela. Got to read this book. Cultural books, again, The Face of Latin America. This is a wonderful book. I'm not going to give away because I've read this a couple of times and it's really, really fascinating about the culture of Latin America and how certain parts of Central South America, yeah, it's a deep book, you know, so be prepared to come maybe weep or two, but this is a really good book. Surprised. Now, my wife swears blind that this is a great book. I've not read this book yet. It's called the 5 a.m. Club. Yeah, Own Your Morning, Elevate Your Life. There you go. There you go. Motivational book. I've not read that yet. I've read this book, The Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. Again, if you're looking to kind of build wealth, and actually, but forget about building wealth, you know, your quality of life and your confidence, up-level your confidence and the person that you are. But this is a really good book. Another deep book, Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl. This is a heartbreaker. A heartbreaker. Man's Search for Meaning. I don't want to give it away, but it's about this guy, Viktor Frankl, who survived the Holocaust. Talk about survived. This is a great book. A really, really good read. But again, a tearjerker, which means if you're a kind of emotional person, I would say read this book. This is a really, really good book. A couple other books that I've not read, recommended by my wife. The Happy Brain. I think it speaks for itself, doesn't it? The Happy Brain. And last but not least, because there are tons of books that I could talk about, but it's only a short video. Believe in yourself. You are amazing. I think you're talking about me. So what can I say about this? Again, books won't help you unless you apply what is written and what is said in those books. Whether it's an autobiography, whether it's a self-help book, whether it's a sports book, learn from the experiences of these sports people. They're not going to help you if you don't apply what they've written in the books. It's not going to help you. So what I would say to you, you know, grab yourself a library book, go to the library, again, read books, I guess, on your device. There's literally no excuse, but books will not help you unless you apply what you've learned from those books. This, my friends, is the end of the Alexander Lee experience.